I think of musicals that pushed boundaries in the last decade, few match the shock and success of the Book of Mormon. Opening on Broadway in 2011, this satirical juggernaut came from Trey and Matt Stone, the creators of South Park, and Robert Lopez, co-creator of Avenue Q and later Frozen. Together they delivered a musical that was profane, hilarious, and surprisingly heartfelt, mocking organized religion while celebrating faith's ability to inspire hope. It became one of Broadway's most lucrative shows, proving that satire could sell tickets by the millions. The origins of the musical stretch back to the early 2000s. Parker and Stone, famous for skewering sacred cows on television, wanted to create a musical in the spirit of classics they admired. Like The Sound of Music and The King and I, they teamed with Robert Lopez, whose success with puppets and satire in Avenue Q made him a perfect collaborator. The trio immersed themselves in Mormon history and missionary culture, finding comedy in the earnestness of young missionaries colliding with the harsh realities of the world. The story follows two young Mormon missionaries, Elder Price and Elder Cunningham, sent to a remote village in Uganda. Price is ambitious, dreaming of serving in glamorous locations like Orlando. Cunningham is insecure, awkward, and prone to fabricating stories. When they arrive in Uganda, they encounter poverty, AIDS, warlords, and villagers skeptical of religion. Price's faith is shaken, while Cunningham invents wild tales blending Mormon scripture with pop culture references to win converts. The villagers respond not to doctrine, but to the emotional need for hope. The humor is biting, often offensive by design. Songs like Hassa Diga Abawai parody The Lion King while delivering shocking profanity. All-American Prophet lampoons Mormon history with cheerful absurdity. Spooky Mormon Hell Dream visualizes guilt with dancing devils, coffee cups, and Adolf Hitler in sequins. Yet amidst the irreverence, there are moments of sincerity. I believe becomes Elder Price's declaration of faith, both ridiculous and moving. The finale suggests that belief, even if imperfect or invented, can bring comfort and community. The Broadway production, directed by Casey Nicholaw and Trey Parker, leaned into traditional musical theatre tropes while undercutting them with satire. The choreography referenced Golden Age musicals, while the set design evoked both Mormon iconography and African villages. This clash of spectacle and parody reinforced the show's comedy. Critical reception was ecstatic. The New York Times called it the best musical of this century. Audiences roared with laughter, often shocked by what they were hearing on a Broadway stage. The show won 9 Tony Awards in 2011, including Best Musical, Best Score, and Best Direction. The cast recording won a Grammy and became a bestseller. Tickets were nearly impossible to get in the early years, and the show consistently grossed over $1 million weekly. Financially, the Book of Mormon became one of Broadway's greatest success stories. Its producers, including Scott Rudin, built a marketing campaign around the irreverence. Ads featured smiling missionaries with slogans like God's favorite musical. National tours and international productions spread its popularity worldwide, from London's West End to Australia. Culturally, the musical sparked debate. Some critics and audience members argued that its depiction of Africans leaned on stereotypes, reinforcing harmful caricatures. Others defended it as equal opportunity satire, mocking everyone from missionaries to warlords. The Mormon Church itself responded with surprising good humor, even buying ads in playbills that read, "You've seen the play, now read the book." What made the musical resonate was not just its shock value, but its craft. Parker, Stone, and Lopez understood musical theatre deeply, writing songs that honoured Broadway tradition even as they lampooned it. The show balanced parody with genuine affection for the form, creating numbers that could stand alongside classics in their construction. Audiences left not only laughing but humming the tunes. The legacy of the Book of Mormon lies in its audacity and success. It showed that Broadway could embrace satire as blockbuster entertainment. It proved that musicals could be outrageous and still deliver sincerity. It also highlighted Broadway's appetite for shows that connect with younger, less traditional audiences. Looking back, the Book of Mormon is more than a comedy. It is a cultural event that captured the contradictions of faith, belief, and theatre. It mocked religion but acknowledged humanity's need for meaning. It shocked audiences but sent them home uplifted. It is both irreverent and oddly reverent, a strange paradox that continues to define its appeal. When I think of the Book of Mormon, I think of audiences gasping at profanity before bursting into laughter, of missionaries dancing with boundless enthusiasm, of songs that ridicule and celebrate at once. I think of a show that became both scandalous and beloved, one of the most successful musicals of its era. The Book of Mormon is not just satire. It is proof that Broadway can laugh at itself and still deliver joy,